Shall I see her? Oh no, never, till we meet in heaven above. So bury me beneath the willow, under the weeping willow tree, so she will know where I am sleeping, and perhaps she'll weep for me. Good evening, friends, and welcome back once again. That was an old tune called Bury Me Beneath the Willow, or Weeping Willow Tree, or I've heard it called all kind of stuff. Don't really know what's the proper name for it, and you have to excuse my singing because I've been singing hard all week and week long, man, and I'm about to lose my voice. But anyway, thankfully this is not on singing lessons. We're going to cover some cross picking. What I was attempting to do there, I'm going to try to explain that to you. And sweep picking, I mentioned that before, and I used that in a lot of stuff. Recently I did a couple of videos on blackberry blossom, or black-hairy possum, whichever way you look at it. But I use a lot of sweep picking in that, and I'm going to show you what sweep picking is, show you how to do it, and explain cross picking to you. Cross picking is pretty simple. It's just like a banjo roll, a whole lot like a banjo roll. Usually you're picking across triads. Basically, that's the best way I can explain it, is you are picking across triads. But I'm going to leave the camera where it is for now so you can see both hands. I will try to zoom in just a little bit and focus it in on mainly just the hands, instead of you know, everything else that you don't need to see right now. So hold on, let me set the camera up for that, and we'll talk about cross picking. I'll try to explain some things that I know about it, and we'll touch a little bit on sweep picking too. I'll show you how that works. So hold on. That's an old tune I heard the Stanley Brothers do. I think it's called Will You Miss Me, many years ago. Many years ago. And they cross-picked that. Someone did. And that's close, very close to the version they did. I hope you can see both hands. It's just 4, 3, and 2 open. And what I'm calling a forward roll is like rolling away from your face. Can you dig that? Like 4, 3, and 2. That's what I'm calling a forward. If it was a backward roll, it would be 2 with the pick. It would be 2 ups and a down. A backward roll is. A forward roll is 2 downs and an up. Now, I usually don't tell my students how to pick. I always tell them, you know, to work out what feels good for them, what works for them, and go with that. Most guitar instructors, as I've said so many times before, tell you to pick down on the downbeat and up on the upbeat. And as I have said many times before, that's bullshit, man. That's bullshit, man. But you know, really, it's the proper information. It's the correct way to do it. But it doesn't always work out right. So you figure out what works for you and do that. And practice it slow. Build your technique on that. And you know, when speed counts, then you'll probably thank me. Anyway, for this. Just a forward roll on 4, 3, and 2, down, down, up, and that's just part of a C chord. And all of this is forward roll stuff in this too, I think. That's part of an A minor. So, cross picking, we're going to focus on that first, which is what this is. You can play all kinds of stuff with by cross picking. I'll show you that lick later. Cross picking usually consists of forward roll. If you can mix it up. You can use it up the neck. So basically it's picking across triads. Not always. always, but you know, that's a lot of that's an easy way to explain it. That's obviously not triads, but it still works. And like I say, you can do the backward roll. You know, pick pretty much anything you pick with the forward roll in cross picking, you can do backwards. So that's pretty much the basics of cross picking. It's just like usually it's three different strings, but not always. Take House of the Rising Sun, for instance. I've never done this, so this is all new ground right now. But I'm going to use it for an example. That was mostly forward roll stuff. Now, cross picking. This brings me to a thing. Tony Rice does a thing, usually in C chord, and it's a cross picking pattern. A couple of things actually. Here's one of them. That's just 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 6, 4, 3, 2. 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 6, 4, 3, 2. And he's picking that 2 up, which, you know, allows him to quickly get back to the 5th string, which is the root note. Another roll that he does with, it's an alternating pattern. That's 5, 3, 2, 3, 6, 3, 2, 3. Rice uses that quite a lot in different, a bunch of different songs. The first one I showed you, this one, I think he uses that maybe in Church Street Blues. Pretty sure that's one tune he uses it in. But you can use this stuff in all kinds of songs, man. And yes, I know the guitar is not out of tune, it's discording because the strings are old and shot. The strings are all shot and dead and everything. So just bear with me here. So that's the basics of cross picking. I want to show you some sweep picking stuff now. lick again. I got to show you that in a minute, the D lick. Sweep picking. I touched on this before. I use a lot of that. I'll show you this stuff in a minute. I want to make mention though that I used that in the last the two video lessons I just recently did of Blackberry Blossom. And I'll show you where that's it. It was in the B part. Sweep picking is just that, just sweeping over several strings. No certain amount of them. It could be like 3 or 4 or all 6 of them. You know, it doesn't matter how many strings it is. The idea is sweeping over, you know, several strings. And I'll give you an example here in Blackberry Blossom. Here's a backward one. Hear that backward one right there. I'm sweeping over 2, 3, and 4, and then catching 4 open on the way back down. So it doesn't matter if you're sweep picking down or up, as long as you sweep over, you know, 3 strings or so or more. Anyway, I wanted to make mention on that. I used that in Blackberry Blossom. I use it in all kinds of stuff. Now, this thing. All that is, I'm working out of this G. I'm starting with the G right here. Again, I apologize for this guitar sounding like shit. Our band's been really busy, and you know, all 3 of the main guitars that I play mostly need strings. I haven't had time to string them up. Yeah, that's another point. Kill that noise. Okay, back to this G. This G position, it's like a D, it's right here. So that's the G chord that I'm working out of. All I'm doing is sweeping over, starting at the 5th string, playing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, this is for the advanced heads, the advanced pickers out there, so hopefully you can pick it up from this. Same thing, it's just back 1 step. And that's just a D I'm going into. We'll get to that funky lick in a minute, and a bunch more licks. Sweep picking down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then it's the same thing, back 1 step, back another step. That's just a bunch of shit that I made up. It's not a song really. But you can use that, something like that. Let's say in Salt Creek. You could use that in Salt Creek like that. In fact, I do use it in Salt Creek in my last break. If I play 3 breaks, usually that's the 3rd break I do it in. Anyways, that's a sweep lick at the beginning. Let's see, in Old Joe Clark, you could start that way, like 1, 2, 3. these little sweep picking licks to like to do triplets, or you know, to do well, an intro like I just did there to Old Joe. I'm just sweep picking over 4, 3, 2. So that's pretty much you know, the basics, the basic idea of sweep picking. You can you know, decide for yourself what you want to use it in, or how you want to, you know, incorporate it. Okay, this funky lick in D. That's just something I came up with by mistake one day. I'll show it to you, and I'm going to show you a bunch of other licks. But real quick, this is the lick. First string, I know it's buzzing and sounds like shit, but just bear with me here. I'll do it in segments for you. Now you can cut that up and make it shorter so it will fit in certain tunes or places you may need it. You know, usually that much is all you need. Let me mention this too. When you come up on the third string right here, I bar 3 and 4 because you need to start on that fourth string with the next sequence. And you know, it needs to be down immediately. So when you're doing the third string thing, you want that barred and that fourth string be noted at the second fret already, because you need to do that. If you're noting the third string, then you got to let off of it and come up to the fourth, unless you figure out another way to finger it. But this is the way I do it. I bar it, and then I'm already ready to start on the fourth string. So the lick is you could end it right there, or you can extend it. So there's that lick. A lick I showed you on another video that Tony Rice does. It's just a sequence of triads is all it is. I showed you that in another video, but that's in G. Here it is. You can also do that lick. It's different fingering, but you can do it in D chord. Now, all that is I have 5 and 6. Let's see, 5 and 4 noted on the 7th fret. 3 is noted on the 5th fret. Then I'm coming back to this. It's just a G, part of a G chord. Still playing on 5, 4, and 3. So now you're going to bar 5, 4, and 3 at the 3rd fret and play them and hammer the 4th string from the 3rd fret to the 4th. Actually, you're just playing 5 and 4, not 3. So bar 5 and 4 on the 3rd fret and hammer the 4th string from the 3rd to the 4th fret when you hit those strings. cool lick you can use in D. It's just a like a fill-in thing you might want to do at the end of a bar, maybe that ends from G or from D back into G. That was a little bit unorthodox, but you get the idea, I hope. Hold on. This is just a funky scale that a guy showed me. I'm doing it in E. You can do it in any key. There it is, slow in segments, so hopefully you can get it from there. If you want to do it in G. So you can use that in any key that you want, that you can reach down here. It starts with a slide. I think I may have showed you this in another video. So there's one thing you can use in about any tune. Throw it in, this is a fill in or whatever. That's a lick in C. You can also do it in D. Oh, that's a rice lick. You can do that a couple of different ways. I've heard rice do it both ways. Or my head's in gear. I'm trying to think of stuff here. That's a thing you can do in C. Now there again, I'm assuming you are intermediate to advanced. This is definitely not for beginners. So I'm just kind of running through it, you know, in segments, and hopefully you can pick it up. Trying to think of more licks. That's again another rice thing. It's just working out of the G. You can also use that same thing in D. Let's see. Or it could be in a fast song. I think I screwed the timing on it. Anyway, it's a lick you can apply to something. What else? More licks. This is a neat little progression. Now, the thing cool about this this is, I'm doing it out of A. That's just a D. Have the 3rd string noted at the 2nd fret, the 4th and 2nd string noted at the 5th fret. Cool thing about this is you can move it down to C, move it on down to D, F. Pretty much apply that anywhere, anytime, anyhow. It's a pretty handy little thing to know. Just a bunch of shit you can throw in whatever, or pick out of it whatever you like. Hold on. So there's you some very basics on cross picking and sweep picking, and maybe some ideas of how to apply them and use them in certain tunes and situations or whatever that you may need them in. I'll do other videos later on that are more in-depth in that stuff, but that's a basic idea of how sweep picking and cross picking is used, and some chord progressions and some fingering things that you can use, you know, incorporate with them, with it, either of those. Hopefully it'll help you understand, you know, what sweep picking is. So anyways, if you have any questions, inbox me or comment on this video, and I'll try to explain as best I can.
Or as well as I remember.
So anyways, thank you guys and gals for hanging around. All the new subscribers, man, appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for the support. And the old guys and gals too, thank you so very much. Appreciate y'all hanging around. Not sure what's up next. I got a hold of my friend, the guy that owns the Yamaha guitar that I just worked on in the last video. He does want the action lowered. I may get into a fret job on that. You know, maybe not. If the frets are bad enough, I'll do them. If not, you know, I'll just let it go. Here comes the boss, the beer fairy. Come here, baby. As y'all know, I lost a good friend 8 weeks ago today, in fact, and miss him terribly. His name was Zane. I'll show you a picture of him at the end of this video. Actually, I'll do better than that, show you a video of him. Anyway, we have this little gal now. She stays with me about all of the time. Her name is Lily. I call her cue ball because when we first got her, her head looked like a cue ball. It was about the size of one too. She's grown a little bit since then. She's 2 years old now. But I still call her cue ball among many other things. What you doing, buddy? You want to rub down? You want to rub down? Give me some puppy love. Good girl. Woo! Woo! Oh, listen to this. Woo! Oh, the boogity ball. Woo! Show them how you howl. Woo! Howl for it. Good, good. Yeah, man. And Rich, don't you laugh, man. I seen a video that you deleted and you was doing that shit with your dog. Good girl. Anyway, this is Lily. Cue ball, whatever you want to call her. And again, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. Lots of good stuff coming up. Cheers, folks. You want to rub down? You want the rub down? Bark. You want to rub down? Bark. Good. Here you go. Get him, Zane. Get him, boy. Here. Get him. Good. Get him. Get him.